Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always. And season 4 has been out for a decent amount of time, and I wanted to come today and give you guys a quick little season 4 review and just talk about how season 4 has actually been so far. Now, I did this exact same video when season 3 dropped, so I think it's only right to make this as well for season 4 and just tell you guys what season 4 did good, what season 4 did bad, what actually changed in the meta and stuff, and just kind of talk about how season 4 has been in Apex. Now, before I actually get into this video, I want to know what you guys think of season 4, so be sure to comment down below and tell me your thoughts on season 4. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Was season 3 more fun? Was season 2 more fun? Is season 4 trash? What do you guys think of this season? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I would like to read every single comment that you guys leave. So yeah, what are your thoughts on season 4 in Apex? Let me know. Alright, so with that being said, let's not waste any more time. The first thing I want to take a look at in season 4 is the brand new legend obviously introduced, and this is Revenant. Revenant was one of the most hyped up legends in any Apex season, to be honest, and Revenant, like, leaked videos and stuff actually made my channel what it is today. Like, I had so much videos talking about Revenant and discussing like what he's gonna be like when he comes out, and everyone had really high hopes for him to be a very fun and effective legend to use, because as we all know, with season 3 crypto dropped, and the crypto really wasn't loved that much by everyone in the community. Like, some people really loved him, but for the most part, generally, he just wasn't received that well by everyone, right? And that right there was my biggest fear for Revenant, because he was hyped up so much. He needed to be effective, he needed to be fun to use, and I really wanted him to be one of my favorite legends to use in the game, right? So did he actually live up to all of this hype? The short answer is no. The long answer is kind of. So let me explain real quick what that means, right? Revenant has so much potential right now. He could be one of the best legends in the game with some minor buffs and some minor tweaks to make him more effective, right? I think the biggest issue with Revenant is that his ultimate is kind of weak. Like, if you actually use his death totem, if you die in the shadow form, you come back with no health. If someone has a caustic gas trap there, you're dead. If someone is ADSing the totem, you're dead. If you come back in the storm, you're dead. If anything happens, guys, you're dead, because you only come back with like 1 HP, right? So it's just not very practical to really use it that much. And even when you actually use the death totem and you're in shadow form, you also only have 100 HP, because your shields obviously don't count in that form, so you're still dead as well. Like, you're just dead all around if you want to use Revenant and you want to use the ultimate, because it really isn't that effective, right? The only time that actually using the death totem is effective is if someone is really weak and they don't expect you to come upon them. Then you can kill them because they are weak. You also have 100 health and it's not a big deal, right? But if someone has full health and you try to attack them in shadow form, they will kill you, they will find you and hunt you down, because obviously when you come back to the totem, you have like 1 HP, and they will also kill you at the totem. So it's not very practical, and it just needs to get buffed ASAP. Now, there's many ways that Respawn could actually fix this. I won't go in depth and make a separate video talking about how Respawn should buff Revenant, but just forgetting about his ultimate for a second, his passive is extremely useful, because you can crouch walk faster, you can climb walls higher as well, and that is surprisingly useful. And his tactical, which is silence, which disables enemies' abilities, is also very useful. So despite his lack of a useful ultimate, he still has a very good passive and a very good tactical ability as well. He just needs to get his ultimate buffed and he will be an A tier legend very easily. So I won't say Revenant is a huge letdown, because he still is very fun to use and he can be extremely effective as well, but he also could have been just a bit more, you know, polished, and his ultimate could have been buffed a bit before he came into season 4. But overall, he's a fun legend. His lore is very interesting, and I think Respawn has a very good character on their hands once they manage him properly. Well, once they manage it, because he's a robot, right? So once they manage Revenant properly, we should be good. Alright, so Respawn also introduced a brand new sniper rifle in season 4. It's called the Sentinel, and this is very fun to use. Now, there are some negatives to using this gun, because to be honest, the balancing of snipers in Apex is kind of completely off. but it's a very fun gun to use. The charging up with a shield battery is very effective sometimes, and it's balanced, it's fun, and it could be very effective in the right hands as well. So I actually have nothing too bad to say about the Sentinel sniper rifle in season 4. When I'm not taking Apex too seriously, I like to just hop in some games and use the Sentinel and try to get some nice clips. So it's a very fun gun to use, and I think it's a good addition in the meta as well. So yeah. Now, on the topic of the meta in season 4, many things were actually changed and tweaked in this season. First up, we have the introduction of some guns that weren't really used that much in the past, and they're actually used a lot more now. Obviously, we have the Hemlock single fire, and we also have the Prowler SMG, which is being talked about as being the best SMG now in season 4. So the rate of fire for the Hemlock was actually increased only in the single fire mode, and this is insane because I've used this gun in many different gunfights, and it's very effective once you land your shots. Obviously, if you miss your shots, you're gonna die. But if you actually get those headshots and you time your shots and you know how to use the Hemlock single fire, then it's going to be a beast because people just drop and they die. It's a very high damage gun. The Prowler also got a buff because its damage was buffed by 1, and although 1 may not seem like that much increase in damage, it does make a difference, and I actually do feel the Prowler being much more effective in this game. Now, because the Prowler's damage was buffed and the R9's damage was nerfed, people actually say how the Prowler might be the new king of SMGs in this game. I actually haven't used the Prowler enough to like really tell if it's much more effective than the R9 right now, but when I've used it, it did seem very strong, so I might do a video on that as well if you guys want to see it. But the Prowler and the Hemlock are both very good guns, like extremely good right now to use. The G7, although it got nerfed, is still insane. It's way too strong. It has an insane DPS. So anyone who uses that gun, especially Jibbies who use that gun, I hate you because it's just unfair. And yeah, the meta is still pretty much the same, I would say, except that the Prowler and the Hemlock are not really good. The R9 is kind of not as effective, but overall the meta still pretty much seems the same with some slight adjustments, right? We also had some rebalancing in terms of legends in season 4, and most notably Bloodhound was buffed quite a bit, his ultimate, and it's very effective now. It's very good. Once you down someone, you actually get increased time to use Beast of the Hunt, which is a very good change. Bloodhound is still nowhere near being the best legend in the game, but he's a lot more viable right now to use, and you should try him out if you haven't as yet. And the final thing I want to talk about in season 4 is the map changes. Now this is kind of like the only thing I don't like, because I already wasn't really a big fan of World's Edge, and now I'm not a big fan of Capital City because it's just way too divided and it's just too confusing. And the Harvester is also kind of not fun to play in because it's just a big circle and people can shoot you from anywhere, and it's just not really fun to me. But yeah, it's decent. It's a good effort by Respawn to like revamp the map, but I'm not a big fan of the map changes right now in season 4. But what do you guys think? Let me know about what you think of the map changes in this season. So overall, I would say that season 4 so far, because obviously it's just released, season 4 so far has been decent. It's been good, it's been fun. It hasn't been like a season 2, like it hasn't been a great groundbreaking season or nothing like that, but it's just a very fun and chill season to play. Like, it's not great, it's not bad, it's just good and it's just fun. So that's my opinion so far on season 4. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.